Hey everybody, this is Nate coming to you from Palen Music Center down here in Springfield, Missouri. And what are we taking a look at today? Well, this is the Harmony H650, which is the 50-watt configuration of these really cool amps that they've come out with, the H series. And we're really blown away by these things. These things, I hate to sound salesy, but they really have been selling at a pretty quick click.
Oh, like hotcakes.
Yeah, and the reason for that is this guy, which comes in right at $9.99, 50 watts, 6L6 driven platform, so kind of an American circuit like you'd imagine in your head, and look at it, it looks nice and old school. Foot switchable reverb, foot switchable trim, foot switchable boost, foot switchable effects loop, and built-in attenuator. It's got a Jensen Tornado speaker in it. This has got all the bells and whistles and a bag of chips and enough to share with your friends. Folks, this is a great amplifier. You could take this to the gig by itself. Honestly, you could. So what I'm going to do is right now I'm playing this Mike Campbell, which is basically built off of a Star Player TV Duesenberg, which is a phenomenal guitar. I want to grab something with just straight up humbuckers in it, turn the attenuator down, crank it up, let you hear what that sounds like. Here we go. Okay, so this is a 58 R8 style Les Paul. It's awesome guitar. I'm going to show you how beautiful this attenuator is. All the way up, and here's what it sounds like, and I promise I'm not going to destroy your speakers here, but you can just get a feel for it wants to go. You turn it down one click right here on the back, and you get a 1-watt amp, right? Another click is a 1/2 watt, and then all the way down is silent recording, which is awesome if you're at home doing recording, or you got some folks that live with you that don't want to hear you at 3 o'clock in the morning when the muse hits. You got that right there. So it's basically got a line out on it, right?
Got a line out.
So this is what it sounds like. I'm going to turn it back to, here's all the way up, and then there's the 1 watt. So hear the tweetiness of this. This is really great. That's really not that loud either.
No, really.
You could play a gig with that if you were mic'd up, but you could also just, go to the jam session. I think that's an incredible feature. I can't think of another amp that's in that right around, $1,000, $999.99 range that has a built-in attenuator. That's really cool. Let's try it with Telly. All right, it's Telly time, and this reminds me of a story I was watching. I've been going down a Marty Stewart in the Fabulous Superlatives rabbit hole on YouTube, and I was watching the story of Kenny Vaughn talking about the first time they played on David Letterman, and the guitar players from David Letterman's band walked up and said, "What pedals are they using?" And they were like, "Well, we got a tuner." And that was it, right? This is that kind of amp, right? And it so reminds me of the solo with the Telly. I'm going to turn on just a little bit of verb here, which is this guy right here. Very light, very easy, not a whole lot, but listen to this. All the great chime that you want from a 6L6 driven amp and a Telecaster, right? A little bit of verb. By the way, it takes pedals like a champion, right? So then if I want a little bit of trim, check this out. Undulating. If I get to say that word, I'm going to say it. Listen to this. This is the boost here, so it's time for the solo. And that's with the trim. That is like, I don't know how many dB that is, but that's a pretty significant jump. Yeah. So one more time without. And I've got it gained up a little bit, so it's a little red dirty, but right? And then if you want like a little bit of slap back here, and I'll turn my trim off, you got that strumming El Capistan with a little bit of slap back. What a killer amp. If you have not had a chance to come by the shop and play these, or if this is the first time you're hearing about it, you've really got to look into these. These are a fantastic amp. I really feel like they fill a void that's been out there for a long time. All-tube amp with these features that are gig-worthy, real things that folks need to get out there and make music that the world desperately needs. We've got them. Palen Music, 417-882-7000 is the phone number. PalenMusic.com is the website. We will see you soon.